everyone. Welcome to our 31st annual World Yoga Festival and the 10th International Day of Yoga celebrations and the 21st year in New York City and third World Yogasana Sports Championship. And this is the fifth time we are doing European Yoga Festival. I had to welcome everyone and thank my friends from those who are from Europe and those who are joining from North America and India. I want to show a short video what we did in the past some years. Abdul, can you show the video? The second video. शाश्वत तनवर आत्मा का योगी अध्यात्म आत्म शांति मनः शांति विश्व शांति कुरु योग बल विश्वं कुरु विश्वं कुरु विश्वं कुरु विश्वं कुरु विश्वं कुरु विश्वं कुरु विश्वं पनी सागरे गरे निधा पनी निसा यम नियम आसन लाए आत्म अनुशासन प्राणायाम प्रत्याहार धारणा शुद्ध करे मन भावना शुद्ध करे मन भावना ध्यान लगा समाधि में जा सुख दुख परे आनंद को पा ध्यान लगा समाधि में जा सुख दुख परे आनंद को पा ऐसे जीवन की कामना करो योग माया विश्वं कर्म भक्ति ज्ञान योग से पावत तन मन में ऊर्जा चेतना जागत हठल राजयोग दे सुदृढ़ शरीरा दूर करे ईर्षा द्वेष विस्मय की पीड़ा निरोग अंत मन तन को करो योग वयं So I want to bring my friend Sami Suryananda Madhya Bianchi from Italy. We met in 2005 in Argentina during our international yoga conference. He's very friendly. Yeah, we meet people, we make friend forever. That's the way he is, and we became friends. We start going to different countries, putting programs. That friendship still we keep it. That's the beauty about yoga. Yeah. So Well Yoga Movement was a movement we started in 1989 in Kerala. Then we joined with the different associations. Still, we didn't make a official registration. It took long way to go. We are having a meeting to create Well Yoga Day in '93. We start the Well Yoga Festival in India. Then I came to New York in '99, connecting all the yoga masters. And luckily, I got Swami Buaji Maharaj, who lived 123 years, and cousin of Swami Shivananda. He brought me to the UN, and I had a meeting with Kofi and Secretary General of the UN that time. So we used to call World Yoga Day instead of International Day of Yoga. Because of his suggestion, we changed the name to International Day of Yoga. In 2005 and 6, we mobilized. Then 2007, we did our first yoga celebration at the Indian consulate. We never had a yoga event in any of the Indian consulates or embassies earlier. So we made it. We brought all the religious leaders and yoga masters, and we announced the plan of the International Day of Yoga. In 2009, no, 8, yeah, 9, I went to Portugal, and we had an agreement with our Surya and in that's a Confederation of Portugal Yoga Association, and Dr. D.R. Karthikeyan was there. We made the plan what we are going to do it, and I talked to Swami Buaji about Modi ji should be the leading point. Then he agreed. Then we approached the government of India, and it mobilized. That's the way Yoga Day became like International Day of Yoga. So in all of these years, Amadio was with me, so I had to show that gratitude, the love and care. Without delay, I want to invite today's MC and the host and the coordinator, Amadio Bianchi, the president of the European Yoga Federation. Floor is for it.
Okay. Thank you so much, DDG. We are working in the same, in the same path. I'm so happy that you invite me and my colleague of European Yoga Federation to be present in your fantastic and World Festival.
Grazie per avermi invitato a questo fantastico festival mondiale e si può dire che noi stiamo seguendo lo stesso cammino.
Sì. Allora, sono veramente felice di essere qua perché fra me e Dilip c'è qualcosa di molto sottile che ci lega, come lui ha raccontato da anni e anni.
I can say I'm really so happy to be here because between me and him, there is something very subtle that links us together since many years ago.
E ci siamo sempre preoccupati di diffondere lo yoga nel mondo, di farlo conoscere quando ancora all'inizio non era così conosciuto come oggi.
We were always so worried to spread yoga all around the world, even so many years ago when yoga was not so used to be like in these days.
Ok. Il tema che noi abbiamo scelto come federazione da portare in questo festival è un tema attuale.
The topic we have chosen as a federations to take in this festival is a very actual topic.
That is the role of yoga today in the world.
Per portare lo yoga ad oggi nel mondo.
Bene. Invito il primo oratore, intanto,
I invite the first speaker.
intanto Gabriella per cortesia può vedere di prendere contatto col dottor Vikram perché probabilmente l'orario non si sta confondendo con l'orario che è facile.
So please, Gabriella, if you can contact Dr. Vikram because maybe there is a problem with timetable.
E gli diamo invece la parola, il primo a parlare sarà Sukadev Brez dalla Germania.
And so we give the word to Sukadev Breza from Germany.
Sì,
He'll be the first one to speak.
anche con il nostro caro Sukadev c'è qualcosa che ci accomuna e ci lega da anni e anni.
Even with our dear Sukadev, there is something that links us together since a lot of years ago.
Sì, e stiamo lavorando insieme in diverse situazioni per portare avanti sempre questo progetto di unità attraverso lo yoga nel mondo.
And we are working together to take this message and this project of unity of yoga all around the world. And we are working together to spread this message.
Per favore, Gabriella, puoi dirci in due o tre linee un po' le cose più importanti di chi Sukadev è?
So
Yes,
please,
of course.
Gabrielle, can you tell us just in few sentences something about who is Sukadev?
Yes, Sukadev Bresji is from Germany. He's a renowned yoga teacher and the founder of Yoga Vidya, one of Europe's largest yoga teaching institutes. Inspired by the teaching of Swami Shivananda, he immersed himself in the study and practice of yoga from the early 1980s. Sukadevji is known for his holistic approach to yoga, emphasizing its benefits for physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. And he is author of several books on yoga and spirituality.
Please, Sukadevji, please, floor is yours now.
Prego, a lei Sukadevji.
Om Namah Shivaya. Greetings to all. I'm very happy to be able to be part of this 31st World Yoga Festival organized by Guru Dilipji for the world community. And this year is the 10th International Day of Yoga, and the foundation of which is very much part of the efforts of Guru Dilipji. And this is a whole month of celebrations, of talks, of prayers, of practices. So the whole yoga movement is grateful to Guru Dilipji to coordinate so many internationally renowned yoga teachers, masters, spiritual leaders, as well as leaders of NGOs. I've been in other talks this month already, and it's quite amazing whom Guruji brought together. And so Guru Dilipji contributes to exchange between yogis and parliamentarians, politicians, including in the UN, and so many humanitarians. Many thanks also to Swami Suryananda Amadio Bianchi, who connects many yoga teachers and masters of different countries in Europe. And I want to start with some prayer, as yoga means harmony, and if we speak about the role of yoga in today's world, it's good to start with this prayer for well-being. Om Sarvesham Swasti Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. May auspiciousness be unto all, may peace be unto all, may prosperity be unto all, may fulfillment be unto all. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. May auspiciousness be unto all. May peace be unto all. May prosperity be unto all. Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya Mrityo Mritam Gamaya. Lead us from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from mortality to immortality. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I think in this little ancient prayer, we have everything there where yoga can help. First of all, Sarvesham Swasti Bhavatu. Swasti means health, means well-being, means auspiciousness. Yoga wants to help us to feel being in Swasti, feeling good, healthy, happy. And that is, of course, one reason why people practice yoga. In today's world, so much stress is there, so much anxiety is there, so much to get out of your inner peace. And so if you practice yoga in the different aspects, it brings swasti, swastya, the state of well-being. When people get very physical problems, mental problems, and so on, practicing asana, pranayama, meditation, and deep relaxation, it brings swasti. So we can say, Sarvesham swasti bhavatu. May well-being and auspiciousness be unto all. And not only can we say, may it be, but if people practice, we know from experience, swasti will come. The second part is, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. We pray for peace. 25 years ago, we thought world peace is very close. Now, there's lots of wars in the world and danger of even stronger wars. We need Shanti. And I believe very strongly that the more people have Shanti inside themselves and Shanti with others, it will create a vibration of Shanti spreading in the whole world. People practicing yoga together will feel Shanti. I assume most who listen to this listen now are yoga teachers. We all know we can have different people from all different backgrounds. If they practice yoga together, there's a feeling of friendship, a feeling of harmony, a feeling of peace. So Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Yoga can contribute to peace. And yoga comes from Hinduism, no doubt. Yoga has a deeply spiritual background, but yoga can be practiced by people of different religious background and with no religious background. Everybody will feel Shanti, peace. And the third of these, the first lines is Purana. And Purana has so many meanings. One of the many meanings is fulfillment. May fulfillment be with all. And of course, yoga says fulfillment is not to be reached by becoming richer, by having more material possessions, by having a nicer home. Fulfillment comes if you feel the depth of your soul, if you feel connected to all beings, if you feel full of love. And when you do yoga, you get more to the depth of your being. You feel more connected to others. And you also get the feeling of connectedness to a higher reality. And if you have these three things, swasti, well-being, shanti, peace, purana, fulfillment, then mangala comes by itself. Mangala has many meanings from prosperity to auspiciousness, goodness, and everything. So may we all contribute to Swasti, to the well-being of all. May we contribute to Shanti, to peace. May we contribute to fulfillment and to the good in all aspects. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Veramente grazie dal cuore al nostro fratello Sukadev Brez dalla Germania.
So really, thank you from the deep of our heart to our friend Dvade from Germany.
E ora è la volta del nostro caro rappresentante della Russia.
And now is the time of our Russian representative.
Il quale non può partecipare, non poteva partecipare direttamente a questa riunione, ma ci ha mandato un filmato.
He could not participate directly to this reunion, but he sent us a movie.
Gabriella, ci dici due parole su un po' chi è Andrei Lobanov, per favore?
So please, Gabriella, can you tell us a few words about Andrei Lobanov, please?
Yes. Andrei Lobanov G is a representative from Russia. He's a physician, a yoga master, and a teacher with more than 40 years of practice since 1978. He has a vast experience in yoga, ancient and modern medicine, studying different philosophical and scientific systems that enabled him to create a unique multi-level system named Yoga Lam, based on principles of classical yoga Patanjali.
Grazie, grazie e prego il nostro caro amico Dilip G di fare partire il filmato che Andrei ci ha mandato.
So thank you very much, Gabriella. Please, Dilip Ji, can you send us the movie that our friend Andrei sent us?
Avete qualche
So please, maybe there is a little problem. Can you make the movie go on, please? Is it possible?
that I sent this movie, but we go on and don't worry, in the second time we can when then the organization find that the movie can put. Okay, now we invite Gayatri Devi G, invitiamo la nostra Gayatri Devi G, che è una colonna anche lei nell'European Yoga Federation.
Now we invite Gayatri Ji. It's a column of our federation.
Sì, si può dire che la European Yoga Federation è nata prima di tutto tra me e lei.
We can say European Yoga Federation born as first between me and her.
E in un secondo momento poi si è estesa e allargata.
And in a second moment, it expanded larger.
Ora comprende ben 25 paesi che sono presenti nella Federazione Europea.
And now we included just 25 countries that are included inside the federation.
Bene, Gabri, ti invito a leggerci tue righe, qualche riga su Gayatri.
So please, Gabri, please, Amy, read us a few sentences, if you can.
Swami Gayatri Devi Ji is a Yoga Paripurna schoolmaster and UPF ambassador for peace, recognized by the United Nations. Her experience in the yoga discipline and Indian culture dates since 1965. In 2010, she received the F. Gandhi Simplicity Award at the Mahatma Gandhi Memorial in New Delhi.
Gayatri Devi, prego.
Please, Gayatri Devi.
Open the microphone.
Apra il microfono.
Ok. Ok. Okay, Amy, it's yours now.
I think Suryananda ji and all people that helped me for this kind of event, Dilip ji, because it's a lot of time we didn't see together. But I think you come in Italy and Europe, or I come in India to you, like at the past time. Okay, you asked me to speak about what can yoga do for the planet. I try to explain this, okay? Yoga is a millennial discipline that teaches and promotes a sustainable lifestyle and ecological awareness. So yoga has the potential to transform not only individuals, but also to create a more harmonious and sustainable world by minimizing the environment and ecological impact. Yoga is that. In this difficult time, due the lack of conscious beings who have the destiny of the earthiness in their hands, awareness is a powerful protection from selfish profit actions. It may be necessary to put a little wisdom in those who think of the planet as a source of endless researches and who sadly claim to possess everything. Yoga is currently a very important necessary discipline because more than it has ever been. It is a knowledge that opens the mind. The open mind, not conditioned by any line of thoughts, is like a white light that contains all the colors and illuminated it, and increase the view a colored light. On the other hand, only knows its own color only. And by changing the vision of the whole thing, it will never have the possibility of knowing, understanding, and appreciating the beauty of all the other colors. One wonders what yoga can do for the planet. Much and nothing. If the human being doesn't decide to change its deleterious and harmful behavior, not much will be achieved for the planet. The mentality of the human being is to appropriate everything he can for selfishness and profit, but perhaps we can try to make him change his point of view with yoga. Well, my half century of physical, mental, spiritual yoga practice has made me understand that if you want, we can't. You can. Sorry. I have also tested it recently with the pandemic problems that has shocked the planet for life. In that time, for a whole of a year, I supported peoples who were in serious difficulty. Doctors, nurses, and all those who were weaker and who gave up easily. So, with the school closed, I could to help them online. Obviously, yoga was a great help. I thought that to reduce tension for those who return exhausted from hospitals and recharging techniques in the morning when they had to return into the hospital. Even to those who were very scared, locked in their houses. I used with yoga resilience and the way to give more awareness. The old people needed to change their approach and looking for the beauty in the ugly and the courage in the fear. So I use the great potential of yoga. Me and my student were busy to explain how get the resilience, acceptance, and mental and spiritual yoga to better deal the pandemic problems. It was very tiring because we didn't know what a virus was. Italy was the first to be contaminated, and there was very little news about it. But equally, we helped frighten people to fight this unknown enemy. It was a war against a ghost. There was no useful information, and there were many deaths. Without ever having personally experienced terrible trials as a war, conflict, it was really in that difficult moment I discovered the hidden potential and many good aspects in the yoga. In addition to working testing in my more recent past and on things that happens, I also found a very useful method that arise from past awareness. I realized that there was big hidden potential that could be implemented in many, many aspects. This new aspect came spontaneously, and I had the opportunity to test a lot of practice that came up from an old past. As if yoga that I presented online came out from all the roots till the origin of, and they presented themselves as surprising possibilities, as if I had always experienced them. It was an intense test, as if those possibilities were already inside me, hidden inside me, and slowly had revelated themselves in time to help those in serious difficulty. I am very grateful to life for this. Unexpected awakening, but which gave me the opportunity to help so many people, probably already experienced in the past, arise at the just time to, I hope, that you can fight it with more experience, an experience that could also be useful in the future. Now, as prevention, I often use the benefit of this experience for the daily practice in the school. I hope that this experience could be useful because it is a part of life. The techniques contain Varuttakriya, Bhastrika, Virakriya, Antarvikrama, etc. A path that could be very useful to everyone when it be necessary, and understand that the meaning of life is to give meaning to the life. Hari Om. Om. Asatoma Sagamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritangamaya Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Jnana Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Om.
Grazie, grazie anche a te dal cuore, cara Gayatri Devi.
Thank you from the deep of my heart, dear Gayatri Devi.
E ora siamo riusciti a rintracciare il dottor Vikrant dall'India.
Yeah. And now here there is Dr. Vikram from India.
Il nostro caro, con il dottor Vikrant, l'European Yoga Federation è molto legata alla United Consciousness.
European Yoga Federation is really slightly linked to United Consciousness.
Il dottor Vikrant è colui che ha pensato all'United Consciousness, colui che l'ha fondato e colui che lo porta avanti.
Dr. Vikram is the one who thought about United Consciousness, the one who leads United Consciousness, and the one who takes the path of United Consciousness.
Piano insieme, naturalmente il dottor Vikrant è il primo protagonista, siamo arrivati ad avere un livello globale, un livello mondiale.
And slowly and together, but you know, Dr. Vikram is the main character. We have a global visibility.
Assolutely. Per favore, Gabriella, dici qualche cosa sul dottor Vikrant, grazie.
Please, Gabriella, tell us something about Dr. Vikram, please.
Yes, Dr. Vikrant Singh Tomar Ji is a globally acknowledged scholar, writer, and management consultant, hailing from Mahankal Nagri, Ujjain, India. His primary focus on research lies in ancient spiritual wisdom and its intersection with modern living. Dr. Tomar Ji holds the position of director at Project Self-Incorporation USA, serves as the convener of United Consciousness Global, and holds a board membership with the European Yoga Federation and the Spiritual Council of Africa. An esteemed speaker, Dr. Tomar Ji, had the honor of addressing the United Nations headquarters in Geneva on the International Day of Conscience.
Per favore, dottor Vikrant, ora tocca a te.
You respected Swamiji and respected Guru Dilipji. It is always an honor working together with respected Guruji and dear friends from our own European Yoga Federation. What a wonderful time and topic to be associated, and that how yoga, the role of yoga in today's world, it's such a significant topic. I come from Bharat, as Swamiji mentioned. Bharat literally translates into a land of highest degree of meditation, a land which is involved in meditation. And this is how human beings have evolved from animal to human beings. And the evolution comes from VMPFC, ventromedial prefrontal cortex. This part of our brain which makes us think for the higher motives of life. Since last 2 lakh years of our existence, 200,000 years of our existence as Homo sapiens, one thing that has changed us forever is our ability to contemplate. We started thinking, and from there, how to regulate those thoughts in the right direction. The discipline of yoga was evolved. When there is no thought, no yoga is needed. Animals don't do yoga. But human beings, because we think, that's why we have struggles in life. We have man versus man conflict just because of the thoughts we have. It is not only out of hunger like animals. We have struggles because of thoughts, man versus man, called Adhi Bhautik. Man versus nature, we struggle against the nature, not like animals. Adhi Devik struggles we have. We struggles within us, man versus within. Adhyatmic struggles. And that's why old generations died because of the external attack. Generations to come in this world will die and perish because of the internal attack. Man is not able to manage his mind, as Krishna says. Mind is the best friend and the worst enemy. And what Maharshi Patanjali says, that we need to know how to regulate this mind. Yoga chittasya vritti nirodha. Either this mind will take us towards vyadhi, a disease, or the same mind has capacity to take us towards samadhi, balancing the turbulences of mind. For this whole Shastra of Yoga Sutra came into existence. Not only Shastra, Yoga Sutra, the land of Bharat and ancient scriptures provide solutions to all facets of life. It teaches us how to set goal by 4 Purushartha model. Artha, Kama, Dharma, Moksha. Teaching us that the profession we are into is a station, not destination. We should keep moving. Charayavati, as they say. Keep walking toward the higher motives of life. Second is the social model. Ashrama Vyavastha. We all are given 4 ashrams. Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanprastha, Sannyasa. And the journey becomes from self, Brahmacharya, to family, Grahastha, to society, Vanprastha, and to this whole existence, Sannyasa. From exploring us and our surrounding, from Brahmacharya, to exploit us and surrounding in Grahastha, to enrich self and surrounding, Vanprastha, and to exit from every place, Sannyasa. To discover in Brahmacharya, to deposit in Grahastha, to detach in Vanprastha, and to reach to divine in Sannyasa, a model is given. Amazing psychological model is given by Maharshi Patanjali. Shipta Vikshipta Mood Ekagra Niruddha. Telling us that we are the victim of victims. We need to now say no more pattern repetitions will happen. Model of 16 sanskars are given, which world needs today, celebrating every milestone of life like a festival. Then the 4th model is the physical model, complete model of asanas. In social model, we have yamas and niyamas too, to help us understand. Then comes the economical model from Varna Vyavastha. 4 facets of personality, 4 dynamics of personality, and you should do your swadharma. Do what you are born to do. In Gita, Krishna says, Hatova prapyasid swargam jitva bhokshase mahim tasmat utthishta kaunteya yuddhaya krit nishchaya. Even if you don't do well on your path of swadharma, you'll be happy for sure. It's not global domestic product. We should be now talking about global domestic happiness. Then the model of education, complete Vedas, 64 Kalas, model of Gurukulam, political model in Arthashastra. So we got all solutions to the present world. And as Adi Shankaracharya said, if this world of ours has to elevate, there is three things they must go through. They call Prasthanatraya, Gita, Upanishad, Brahma Sutra, and all those are the yoga of mind, yoga of body, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Upasana Yoga, Karma Yoga. They provide. Gita always motivates the man of action. Upanishad, the man of thoughts. I'm sure that such initiatives taken by Honorable Guruji and our Honorable Swamiji, under their leadership, we will together create a world which will be world of oneness. As Swamiji always say, unity in diversity. Let's talk about global integration so that we can raise our kids in the world which is full of love, full of safety, full of celebration, where there is Sat Chit Ananda. Thank you very much.
Grazie, grazie dottor Vikranta, e volevo pregarti di una cosa.
So thank you so much, Dr. Vikram, but please, I would like to pray you for something.
Abbiamo in programma degli eventi a livello mondiale veramente importanti insieme.
We have in program some very important events, global events to do together.
Vorrei invitarti a parlare di questi eventi e invitare i nostri fratelli americani a essere parte dei nostri eventi.
I would like to invite you to speak about these events and invite our American friends and brothers to be part of these events.
Thank you, respected Swamiji.
I want to add something.
Guruji.
You already mentioned about bringing everyone together. That's why we start this online program. Our ambassador was asking, why are you putting so much time for this online program? I said, we can reach out to people who cannot come to America. This is where we mobilize, different organizations coming, diplomats, political leaders, all are coming together. Make the difference, So we are working on it.
And not only you are working on it, Guruji, it is really paying it back so that society is getting enriched with what you're doing. That's great. So thank you, Swamiji, for mentioning that. Under the leadership of our Honorable Swamiji, European Yoga Federation and United Consciousness together invites all of you to two big mega events. First is an online event which will start from 14th of September till 22nd of September. This is celebrating the culture of peace globally, in which around 150 countries representatives will come and speak from 14th of September to 22nd of September, because 21st of September is International Day of Peace, United Nations. So we invite on behalf of European Yoga Federation, all of you to be a part of that program of Culture of Oneness. Another program is an in-person program that is again on the land of India in Ujjain, which is the central part of India. It is United Consciousness Conclave 2025. The theme this year is establishing culture of peace through united consciousness. People from 30 to 40 nationalities will come in person in Ujjain, where everybody will bring holy water of their own countries, so that together we will collect all the water, give the message of unity and diversity to the world, that the water of the world is one, the blood that flows in our vessels is one, and the consciousness is also one. So we invoke peace from Ujjain. Everybody is most welcome. They can visit the website of United Consciousness and they'll have all the information about it. You are most welcome to India and to be a part of that program under the leadership of our Honorable beloved Swamiji.
Dottor Vikram, posso lanciarti un invito da fare?
Dr. Vikram, may I put an invite to give, please?
Possiamo avere il nostro guru di Lipji come guest of honor?
do you think it would be possible to have our Guru Dilip Ji as an honor guest?
If it is anything between
Swamiji,
January
whatever
and
you feel
March,
good, we will be certainly honored with the presence of Guruji. Guruji, Dilipji always brings unity and togetherness and peace. The program on peace is certainly a good idea to be blessed with his presence.
so let us
Thank you
see
so much.
how our vacation
Yeah.
goes.
So officially, I invite you, Guru Dilip Ji, to be one of our guests of honor in, for example, in these two events that are coming. Thank you so
September,
much.
definitely, because my birthday will fall and the General Assembly is there, all the peace events, definitely.
Fantastic,
And India
fantastic.
trip depend upon my travel plans to India. Then we'll
Okay,
fix it.
okay.
Madhu,
Thank
the video may be played. He's trying to play that video.
Yeah, now his video is ready.
Yeah, he said, Atul,
Okay, so we go back a moment to Andrei Lobanov from Russia, our representative from Russia, that he sent to us a video because it was not possible to be present in this meeting. Please go with the video.
Atul.
Guruji, apology again. I have a technical difficulties. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Yeah. It
Okay,
was
okay.
playing well, but again, sorry.
No problem, no problem.
Then
We
for the
proceed
next
with
person.
the other guest from Croatia, that is Jadranko Miklec, that is Vice President of European Yoga Federation. So I invite Gabriella to tell some line about Jadranko Miklec, please.
Okay. Jadranko Miklec, Yogacharya Ji, comes from Croatia. He's a yoga and Ayurveda therapist. He teaches transcendental meditation and is a herbal scientist of Maharishi Vedic science, president of Sun Institute for Yoga and Ayurveda, vice president of European Yoga Federation, representative of ICCR and Ministry of Ayush, India for Croatia. Jadranko Miklec Ji teaches yoga in Europe, America, India, and China.
Please, Jadranko, please.
Namaste, everybody. Thank you very much for organizing this beautiful event, and Guru Dilip Ji, thank you for all your life-giving soul to the community in the world for spreading the message of yoga and others, and Swami Suryananda Ji and all great masters here and teachers of yoga who gathered, because what is needed today for the world is to spread the message of yoga as much as possible and using every opportunity for that. As many congresses and as many events to be transmitted and reach as many people in the world, because when that message comes in the mind of the people, it is transforming their thinking, because yoga is carrying with it itself that form which the sound yoga, the form which that sound represents is that purity and goodness and the loving compassion and all positive values which we can think about life, which are the real values of life. And this is reality. The nature of life is bliss. It's Satchit Ananda. And this we need to bring to awareness to as many people as possible. And because we know from Sankhya that there is only one mind and many Purushas, so there are many souls, but only one mind, and this is that collective mind, and we are all part of that one mind. So it means the quality of that one mind depends on the quality of our thoughts which we have in our consciousness. And if we are cherishing these positive values, then this effect we create in the collective consciousness. And for sure, then this is more healthy condition for the life on the planet Earth, for everybody. And in that sense, this modern way of communication through the Zoom and through all kind of this modern way to spread message as much as possible, we need to use this and bring that value. Because if you hear everybody, it's more and more the people, they hear word yoga, they immediately understand this is something positive. And then this is turning their thinking in a positive direction. You know, it's like there is a darkness and then you lit the lamp and the light starts removing the darkness. So like this, as many people in the world is with the positive thinking, with the positive orientation, with the qualities of non-violence and supporting each other and peace, that inner peace in each person is very important, because this contributes to the world peace, so that each person can find peace within himself. And from there, one approach of yoga is to realize our true self. This is what Patanjali says, yoga chitta vritti nirodha tada drashtu svarupe avasthanam. Then we realize our true self, and this is bringing us real peace. And then that peace from us is radiating to all around us. And in that kind of the collective mind, that quality is radiating. So as many people to be able to reach that self-realization, and this is the very realistic approach for creation of the peace in the world. Because if people are in the state of unrest and they are under the grip of these 6 enemies, Shatripus, you know, the hatred and the jealousy and the egoism and all kind of those things. So then there is no possibility for peace. We can try negotiations and all effort, it's in vain, because there is no base, no realistic base for peace to be established. So that's why the yoga is teaching us that we need to handle us in a proper way to remove those enemies which are inside us and which we are projecting outside. And then we are fighting, creating enemies outside of us, and we are fighting with others. But actually what we need to conquer is those enemies which are within us. And for that, the practice of yoga is very important. To what Patanjali says, to do the practice Kriya Yoga for Klesha Tanukaranam, to reduce the kleshas, the wrong identity to be reduced, and then cravings, and then that hatred and fear for our existence to reduce, and all those things, when they become in a very expressed way, expressed in our life, then they turn into the enemies. So when they come to the Udara state, that means like a very strong expression of those kleshas, then the enemies are born. So if you want to remove those enemies, we need to reduce those kleshas in their intensity. And this can be done only through the practice of yoga, through this yoga chitta vritti nirodha, and through the pratipaksha bhavana. So when we are not in the yoga practice, when we are active in our life, the yoga practice is 24 hours. It's not just during meditation, the practice of yoga, or when we are doing asanas or pranayama, but yoga practice is 24 hours. Then when we are not doing that, then we need to apply that pratipaksha bhavana whenever we become conscious of any kind of negative thinking, and that we hate anybody or have negative kind of feeling of aggression to anybody and to hurt anybody, then we need to remember what yoga is teaching us, what is the reality of life. It's the opposite. So then we need to remember, oh, non-violence. And then immediately when this comes to your memory, then the light comes in your consciousness. And then that previous condition is removed and replaced by positive condition. So this is the highest tapas that we can do in our life to be to work on that level. And I remember one great master of yoga, Maharishi Swaminatha. I used to move with him in India and was his disciple. And he said, you know, like he told me, you know, enemy never sleeps. You must be awake 24 hours. It means kind of having that self-conscious and being aware of what is that our inner condition and deal with it by that Pratipaksha Bhavana, which is the teaching of all great masters and even the all religions. You know, they speak about the same, to be in the image of the God with all the positive values of the God, to live that value and spread in our behavior, first in our family, create peace, first create peace in yourself, then create peace in the family, then with the neighbors, then on the work where you are working, and then further. And in that sense, like also there is one example from the teaching of the Jesus. In that sense, he said, if somebody slap you one side, then turn the other side. So it means you don't turn the other side that somebody slap you on the other side. But it means opposite, Pratipaksha Bhavana. So if there is a violence, then you don't do the same, turn the other side. It means follow non-violence. So it is the same teaching as teaching of Maharishi Patanjali. So it's all over the same old message, thousands of years. And now in this age, we have opportunity as never before that message reach as many people in the world, and it is reaching through these events, and this is giving great support for all kind of you know, our attitude for living normal life on this planet, at least to have peace and have a support of the forces of nature, you know, that the climate comes to the normal condition. It will come only when people come to the normal condition. Everything will come to normal condition only if the humans come to the normal condition, because they become the main source of all the suffering which we are witnessing today. And then people need just to wake up. And this moment, even, you know, they can just make resolution. From this moment within themselves, from this moment, I will be good. I will be supporting life, not doing violence, everything. All the soldiers can drop their guns in this moment and make that resolution. And then we have in 1 second established peace. So this is possibility. But why not to do? It's we as a human beings, we have ability to make a choice. That's why we are given that ability to make a choice. And we can make that choice. And everybody can make that choice. And this is choice for good. And will improve the life of the person who make the choice and everybody else's life. So this is kind of an appeal, you know, to all the people that they realize that yoga is freedom, giving you choice for good. This is the main appeal of yoga to all humanity. So thank you very much, and I'm happy to be with all of you on this.
Grazie, grazie. Jadranko.
Thank you very much, Jadranko.
Come potete un po', cercate di immaginare che noi proprio ci sentiamo come una famiglia, davvero.
So you can try to imagine, we feel like a family.
Sì, noi la chiamiamo la nostra famiglia europea.
We call it our European family.
E siamo 25, come vi ho detto, 25 nazioni con tutti questi meravigliosi rappresentanti.
And as I said you before, we are 25 nations with all these wonderful representatives.
Parliamo 25 lingue diverse,
We speak 25 different languages,
ma ce n'è una che ci accomuna, una lingua universale che ci accomuna, che è la lingua del cuore.
but there is one universal language that accompanies us, and it's the language of the heart.
Philip G, you have the video ready now?
Yeah,
Do
Adul,
you have the video now?
Namaste. I'm honored to say very welcome everyone to this event because yoga is the key to maintaining and preserving human health all over the world. Ilya Daov, Yoga Surya Sonce, Macedonia.
Questo è stato un piccolo saluto da parte del nostro fratellino della Macedonia con cui abbiamo organizzato l'anno scorso il primo festival dello yoga, la prima giornata mondiale dello yoga in Macedonia.
This is a short greetings of our little friend from Macedonia, and we organized with him the first festival in Macedonia.
Okay, and the other video is ready. Video from Lobanov from Russia, Dilip G.
Let me see.
If not, we proceed.
Yeah.
No? No.
Ready. He said.
Okay. Please. We can hear our brother from Russia. It was not possible for him to be present, so he sent us the video.
Oh, can you send that again? Mario.
What?
Se è possibile inviarlo ancora.
Yeah,
È
just
possibile
call.
inviarlo.
Ah, ok, non subito, o se vuole posso condividerlo io, se vuole, oppure lo facciamo alla fine, come preferisce, non ci sono problemi, eh?
Not now, but if you wish, I can do it for you, or if you prefer, we can do it in the end.
Yeah, end is better.
Forse
Va benissimo, allora procediamo ancora, andiamo avanti e adesso andiamo a conoscere il dottor Pedro Pastor Ballesteros, è il nostro rappresentante della Spagna.
So now we are going to present Dr. Pedro Ballesteros, our representative from Spain.
E naturalmente Gabriella ci legge chi è Pedro Pastor Ballesteros, dottor Pedro Pastor Ballesteros. Grazie.
Now Gabriella will read something about Dr. Pedro Ballesteros.
Yes, Dr. Pedro Pastor Ballesteros is from Spain. He's a doctor in health sciences, graduated at the University of Alcalá de Henares in Madrid. He is certified yoga teacher from the Ministry of Education, Science and Innovation of Spain. He is an international yoga teacher and a teacher trainer. He's trained in Raja Yoga at the Bihar School of Yoga, India, and he's the founder and president of the Sankalpa Yoga Association.
Thank you, Gabriela. First of all, thank you, Guru Dilip, for inviting to participate in this event that tries to guide visibility to something as important as the yogi wildlife. Thank you, Swami Mario Bianchi, for being the driving force behind the European Yoga Federation. Thank you to my European Yoga Federation brothers and sisters for accompanying me on this way. I will be brief because you have so far set the sense of the topic we are discussing today. Always is death. I want to become what this world. At this time where the world side yoga is seen to be many and something that is only done for the one day or month, I like call commercial yoga. It's important that we try to show the world that yoga is a lifestyle. Yoga is not just a leisure, recreational or sporting activity. Because is doing so, we value the principles that Patanjali promulgated through one of the 5 paths of yoga, the Raja Yoga. These principles are very necessary in troubled times like the ones we are living in: wars, pandemics, hunger, and destruction of the planet. Only through this can we contribute to a better world. Practicing ahimsa, non-violence, satya, honesty, asteya, and many others contributes to a better world for all, irrespective of creed, religions, race, or social status. It is the responsibility of practitioners, teachers, gurus, politicians, parents, teachers at the school, to make the world see that yoga is not wrong. Yoga is life. Thank you for stay here, all you. Thank you. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Today, especially, I want to tell you one word is in Spain. Que todos los seres en este mundo y en otros sean eternamente felices. May all beings in this and other worlds be eternally happy. Om Sahanam Bhavaktu, Sahanau Bonaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahe, Teyasvinavati Tamastu, Ma Vivishadvahe. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Thank you.
Grazie a te, caro dottor Pedro Pastor Ballesteros. Grazie.
Thank you, Dr. Pedro Ballesteros. Thank you to you.
E ora facciamo un viaggio nel Mediterraneo e passiamo dalla Spagna alla Turchia.
And now we are traveling through Mediterranean Sea, and we are going from Spain to Turkey,
dove troviamo un grande maestro
where we can find a very great master.
che si chiama Adnan, Baba Adnan Sidviho Kabuk.
The name is Adnan Badaman Kabuk. It's a very long name, I'm sorry.
Yes. Gabriella, please. Who is Adnan? Baba Adnan, who is?
Yes, as you said, Guru and Master Yogi Baba Adnan comes from Turkey. And after attending many training programs and learning yoga from various teachers, healers, gurus, and masters all over India and in the Far East for 10 years, he dedicated himself to serve humanity through yoga. In 1996, he started to teach yoga in Istanbul, Turkey, and in 1997, he established and founded a yoga school, which he named Siddhashram Yoga Center. He is the Dorian master who started and spread yoga in Turkey, and in 2012, he founded the non-profit Yoga Foundation in Turkey. He owns an authentic ashram in Taurus Mountains of Alanya in Turkey, where he teaches classical spiritual yoga together with his wife and master of the yoga center, Madame Lourdes Kasawuk.
Baba Adnan You have some problem with the line because I think he's in Anatolia. It's not easy.
Do you hear me?
Do you hear me, Damarioji?
Perfect. Perfect. I was a little preoccupied for you because I know that you are sometime in Anatolia. Please,
Yeah.
please.
At the beginning, I was not able to open the line because the line was not good, but luckily we managed to do it. Thank
Now,
you.
hear you perfectly. You can, please.
How nice to see you, dear brother. Very nice to see you. I want to thank everyone who has gave such a great job for this organization, for everyone. And then I also want to thank the rishis of India who has discovered this great system for humanity to evolve from personal consciousness to super consciousness, to be a human being, but spiritual human being, to be united with the whole thing, to realize that this system is a perfect system. Even there's other system in the world, like of course in Anatolia, in our country, we have Sufism, and there is Christianity, mysticism, and there's other systems. They all serve humanity in their own way, and they have been successful. But after coming across to yoga myself, I discovered that yoga was more scientific and it's easier to understand and practice because it affects all the 7 bodies, 7 chakras, 7 bodies. And if the person is diligent to do this correct practices, he will achieve to a certain level for sure. And he doesn't be afraid that he's going to hell or heaven, like we have been taught since childhood. So there is no fear in yoga. Yoga doesn't teach you fear. God is love. Everything is love. This is very important. And ahimsa, for me, is the very important matter in yoga system, especially, of course, of yama niyama, when practiced like karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, mainly are very powerful to bring the person together in all his bodies. It evolves the person, and they are very easy to practice. So like in many other religions, even they are holy and good religions, but first you have to believe. In yoga, you don't need to believe in anything. You just start to practice for your own first physical health. That's how we are taught in yoga, to do hatha yoga, to become physically healthy. And then mentally healthy, to do meditation, breathing, and eat healthy food, etc. It's all scientific, and you don't have to do it for any reason, not for fear of anybody, and also for your own self. And every day you practice, you feel the change in you. You feel you become more peaceful. You feel you become healthier, stronger. You don't get so sick easily. If you get sick, you recover very fast. In fact, it's a great healing system. So it covers human being in whole matters, in whole 7 bodies. It is not that you become physically healthy, you become mentally healthy, your inner world develops. Like everybody in now physical world, in the society, and all the time, everybody wants to have peace and happiness, but they go on the wrong method. They have to make more social power and money, etc. But nobody reach peace and happiness with that. They get more comfort. Comfort, yes, but peace and happiness. First of all, peace. Without peace, there is no happiness. So the peace has to go from inside, not from outside. You cannot get peace from outside, because outside, there is many things in our life. Every minute, it happens and it's going to happen. We cannot control the outer world's action and happiness, which affect us in daily moments. We cannot change it. It's not possible. But we can change something with ourselves. The way we react to the outer world touching us is the whole matter. When we try to evolve in that line that it doesn't matter what happened outside, it matters how I react to it. It makes the whole difference. So to come to that condition, you need very strong, I don't want to say meditation, but balanced mind. Balanced mind. It doesn't matter whatever happens, you are always centered with positive and negative, with yama in niyama, with ida in pingala. You evolve all your energy system that you are balanced in hatha yoga. So it doesn't matter what happens outside. You can take a deep breath against those odd situations, and you still come back to your center. You center yourself. You say, okay, this happened. I don't like it. I didn't like it, but this is reality. I can handle it. It will pass. This will also pass. Like Swami Sivananda has said, first 4 holy words. This will also pass. So when we think that this will also pass, it comes to our mind. We know nothing is permanent, as it is temporary. So why should we take it so serious? The only thing we have to do to react the right way with our mental capacity, balanced mind, with the mental clarity of being in justice with ourselves and the whole humanity, all life outside, we become better human being to start with, correct human being. Ahimsa is so important. We should never hurt anyone, not the plants, not the earth, not the water, not the stone, nothing. We should never be. We should always be productive, but not destructive. And yoga, thank God, it brings it to us. When I met yoga in New York State, because I was doing Tai Chi, and for some reason, from my inner voice, I heard that I have to start yoga. So Tai Chi Chuan was this Chinese system, great system, but even I did it for 15 years. When yoga entered my life, without knowing how, Tai Chi disappeared. I don't know how. Yoga covered me like a skin. It was, as I was becoming a yoga, everything I was doing, it made me every day little better man. No, the anger, the hate, the jealousy, all that, the fear, the ego was slowly disappearing. And I noticed that. I became more humble than I used to be. I used to have a big ego because I was doing some modeling, I was doing some other work, and like any human being, I had an ego. I was in fear to not be as good as the other person. So I understand I don't have to be better than another person. I have to be only myself, a good person. So the yoga practices of 7 chakras with the energy body, the mental body, right eating, which cleans the system, it brings man that peace he needs. When you get peace, which comes from inside, it's not from outside, then you reach the happiness, which it calls ultimate happiness, because happiness is not temporary. When it is temporary, it's a pleasure, comfort, pleasure, enjoyment, which the whole world is doing. But that's not happiness, because happiness is supposed to be permanent. When you reach the super consciousness to enlightenment, when you are on that stage, then you become happy. But that is unbroken happiness. We call permanent happiness. And that comes from inner peace. When you reach the inner peace, you get the permanent happiness. And that's the path of yoga. By practicing yoga at that time, I realized that yoga has slowly evolved me to become a better man, healthier man. Then I decided, I have to go to India and learn real yoga, because I started to teach some students, and I realized I cannot teach students with the little knowledge I had. This is a great system. My inner voice told me, you have to learn it from a good school correctly, and do not hurt any student. Do not harm any student, because I could see that many people were getting hurt by wrong attitude of the teachers, as the teachers usually, if they are not evolved, they have a great ego, because they are teachers, and they want to prove themselves. So they hurt many students by pushing on hard asanas. So I went to Swami Sivananda. Thank God I searched, and it was free for me, the best school at the time. And I was fortunate to be there, and I got the basic and wonderful education. And then I was searching after that a Kundalini, like everybody does. And I met a great master of Kundalini, and I learned esoteric Kundalini system from them by the time, and etc. So I traveled around many schools in India. I wanted to see Vivekananda, Bihar School of Yoga, Ayurveda, etc. So I want to see what other schools have, which I have not learned or be in contact with. So at the end, I understood there was only one way. There was only one way. All this system were branches, a little changed by the masters, but they were all the same. Yoga, Raja Yoga, Raja Yoga. It means you have to practice the main branches of yoga of Patanjali, talking about. What is that? Breathing is a must. Physical exercise is a must. Meditation is a must. Positive thinking is the most important. And of course, the rest of the yama and yama, if you don't do yama and yama, you can never control your crazy mind and your ego. You cannot control your fear. Yama and yama is very necessary. So yoga is a very clear system, which is the best system I have came across in the world, and I think is bringing light to the society of the whole world. Thank God, and hopefully, as we enter the new age, Satyu, in the world today, from the Kali Yuga, from the dark ages. I have the hope that our world will become a better world as we wished it to be, with all our work together as a humanity. For that reason, we are as a European masters or Indian masters of the whole masters, whoever has put a feet on this great system, we have to try to teach as many good teachers, but not physical yoga alone. With the yama and niyama and spiritual and ethical and meditation and breathing, it has to be a complete system. We have to educate so much teachers, because I believe to bring peace to the world, as yoga has spread today, we have to make it speedier, faster to the society. So my opinion right now is to speed it up. We have to somehow convince the university system. For every university in the world, they have to put yoga, to teach yoga in the university, and yoga in the university should teach teachers courses to educate more teachers, so they can spread this teacher to the higher schools and to the beginner schools. So what I'm trying to say that yoga should go in from the beginning level schools to the higher level schools, and the whole youth and whole society should practice yoga. It's not for only few individuals. The yoga has to enter every office of the society, every fabric of the society, and they have to bring the bosses, the owners of this system. They have to meet yoga, understand what yoga is, so they can make obligation to all the workers that they need to do 10 minutes at least in the morning, breathing and exercising before they do the work in every branch. So we can affect the society, not slowly, but we can spread all this teaching to the community and the society in every country, from the bottom level to the top level, and also touch the leaders who was ruling the world. Somehow we have to try to reach these leaders and tell them, please come and take a breath with me. Let's have a breath. Now I realize that you don't have to do much. You just take a breath and feel that this breath you take in and out is the pray for life. That's the best pray. That's the best healing. Just put your mind on the breath. You will have peace. So we have to teach this to the whole society everywhere we go. Take few deep breaths. 3 breaths. Now, I don't know, I passed my time maybe. Ahmad Yogi, dear brother, I don't know how long, if I have a few minutes more, but anyhow, is that so? I will stop.
I thank you for your presence. Thank you so
Om
much.
Shanti, Shanti to all my brothers, European Yoga Federation, my love for you from Istanbul, Turkey.
Ora direi che proviamo a vedere se possiamo prendere un mezzo per andare dove dobbiamo andare adesso.
And now we're going to see if we can find a medium to go wherever you have to go now.
Abbiamo due possibilità.
We have two possibilities.
Noi possiamo prendere un autobus e viaggiare un po' a lungo in Europa.
We can take a car and travel for a long time through Europe.
Ma prima dobbiamo constatare se non ci sono problemi di connessione con Anna Galovikova dalla Slovacchia.
But first, you have to consider if you have not connections problem with Anna Galovikova from Croatia.
But I can see Anna Galovikova is ready. Is a great
It's ready now.
It's a long travel, from Istanbul to Slovakia.
From Istanbul to Slovakia.
E ora tocca appunto a Anna Galovikova e chiediamo a Gabriella, come al solito, di leggerci qualche notizia su Anna Galovikova.
And now it's time from Anna Galovikova, and we ask Gabriella to read something about her.
Okay. Anna Galovikova G comes from Slovakia, a PhD, and the founder and chairman of Slovak Indian Friendship Society and executive coordinator of European Anti-Poverty Network and chairman of Slovak Anti-Poverty Network. Since 1985, she has been teaching and practiced yoga directly with doctors, patients, teachers, managers, children, youth, all age categories. With the medical team, she implemented several research studies as yoga application in treatment of ankylosing spondylitis.
Please, Anna, floor is yours.
No. Naham Karatam Prabhudeep Karatam Maha Prabhudeep Karatam Hi Kevalam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I am not the doer, God is doer. Peace, peace, peace. Dear brothers and sisters.
Anna, can you open your video, please? The video.
I'm happy to greet the participants of.
Sorry, we can. Okay, now is Anna. After we can put the video after Anna. Okay, Guru Dilip Ji, it's okay for you? Some problem with the line. Anna, are you present again? No, I think there is some problem. So please, if you can, give us the video of Andrei Lobanov, if you have possibility to manage. Is it possible? Because there is some problem with the line. So, okay. Video of Andrei Lobanov from Russia.
I'm happy to greet the participants of this event. Masters who have devoted to yoga many years have gathered today to determine the place and role of yoga in the modern world and to understand what we need to do to make yoga an important phenomenon that can solve the problems which humanity is facing. Yoga should be considered as a science of evolutionary development of human and his consciousness, and his participation in the life of the universe. The role of such yoga in the modern world is obvious and significant. It is this kind of yoga that serves the purposes and tasks that humanity needs to accomplish. Unfortunately, another kind of yoga that doesn't meet the vital requirements of the present day has become widespread in the world. So, what criteria should yoga of the modern world meet, and how can this yoga solve global issues of today? First of all, yoga should become the main method of gaining knowledge about human being, the world, and their interconnection. The yogic method of knowing allows us to perceive the reality as it is. The true knowledge of the reality enables us to form right attitude towards ourselves and the world, and to undertake right actions, which doesn't destroy the world order. Yoga should be a tool for forming the contents of consciousness, which corresponds to the true reality, and which is built on the universal ethical laws, including yama and niyama. Yoga empowers us to connect to the universal spirit through samadhi and to experience unity of the multitude of the universe. It is this experience that becomes a platform for building ecological consciousness, which brings creative development into the world and provides the basis for humanity to move to the next stage of evolution, to the noosphere, or sphere of reason that transforms life on the planet. Ecological consciousness empowers us to solve all the issues of our life, as well as ecological problems, in a peaceful, reasonable way, cooperatively, finding wise responses to different challenges. A person obtained ecological consciousness through yoga is not separated from the world. He is self-sufficient and holistic, aware of his place and purpose in the world, and this purpose corresponds to his level of development. Such person lives without fear, aggression, self-affirmation, doesn't seek for belonging to limited ideologies, and avoids unreasonable consumption. Everything that is necessary for a creative and happy life on the planet is in him. Yoga should be universal and should have an understandable language of description, a scientifically based theoretical platform accessible to most people, and also to have effective technologies that allow a person to manage his life through managing himself as a system. Yogic method of interaction with reality is based on sensory-intuitive mechanism, which creates the basis for deep concentration, meditation and samadhi. The state of meditation and samadhi allows us to obtain true knowledge of objects and processes which we connect with, and to manage them in a wide range. If we master the yogic method of interconnection, we discover new opportunities and abilities for life on the planet and in space. Our school, Yoga Lam, has been following this path, the path of yoga of the modern world, for more than 40 years. In Russia, yoga of the modern world has already formed as an independent style, and the Yoga Lam system is the basis of this style. At the same time, it is open to everyone who shares our values and sees the purpose of yoga in solving significant problems of the modern world through transformation of human consciousness. We share our experience with our students and partners, and this experience can be applied in different spheres of life, since in our understanding, yoga is the universal science of man, teaching all of us that our intention in developing yoga will be implemented and our efforts will bear fruit. Thank you for your attention.
Grazie al nostro caro Andrei. La voce che stavate ascoltando è la voce di Giulia.
Thank you very much, dear Andrei. The voice you are hearing was the voice of Giulia.
Che è sempre con noi e che è la traduttrice ufficiale di Andrei Lobanov.
She always stays with us and is the official translator of Andrei Lobanov.
Che saluto perché è qui presente e le dico di aprire il microfono, di farci un saluto.
I greet her and I say to her, please open your mic so you can greet us and give us a greeting.
Namaste to everyone. Namaste, dear Amadio and everybody. Andrei send you all his greetings and warm wishes, his blessings. And the topic of this meeting for him is very important, as he has always been concerned about the role of yoga in the world and always tries to make it more important and to make purposes of yoga higher and quality of yoga higher. So for him it's really important to participate in this event. Thank you for organizing. Thank you for your efforts.
Thank you,
And
Julia.
I'm also happy to be a part of this great job and to know all of you.
Okay, thank you so much,
Thank
Julia.
you.
Thank you. And
Thank
so
you.
now, ora il viaggio si fa più breve perché adesso dobbiamo passare dalla Russia alla Slovacchia, dove andiamo a ritrovare Anna Galovikova, che prima aveva qualche piccolo problema di connessione.
No, I will continue. Thank you that you listen to me. It's
Yes,
not easy.
perfect. Now we can see and hear you perfectly.
No? We celebrate 10th anniversary of International Day of Yoga. In the past, rishis created, as I know, yoga for enlightenment, for a small group of people. But today, yoga opened door to many, many countries, we can tell, to all world. And it is, as my friends and colleagues spoke till now, it has a great effect on several levels and fields in our daily life on this planet. Even effect on our planet and ecology, as we heard. But I would like focus on mental and spiritual development for various kind of groups. It means not only for very intelligent, very developed souls, but also for children, for seniors, for business people. Effect is really wonderful. And we used to call it in Czechoslovakia, previous Czechoslovakia, today Czechia and Slovakia, golden triangle. That there is, and it was created not by yoga teachers, by physicians, by doctors, that there is asanas, pranayama, relaxation, stress management, and it has a great effect as medicine, medicament to our physical body and mental body. So I would like focus especially on strengthening mental body, because we celebrated last year 50th anniversary of yoga in daily life in Czech and Slovakia in the world, not only in these two countries. And we saw that majority mainstream society really respect yoga for physical body and practice especially these asanas and pranayamas and the relaxation. But there is time, maybe after 10th anniversary of International Day of Yoga, open yoga also for self-identity as not only physical body, but also soul. As we know, our ancestor rishis, they developed such as Atma, Brahma. Atma is the same with Brahma, Purusha, that the main base is spirit. And we should now slowly, not with pressure, but naturally return to this self-identity as Purusha, and recognize that in our universe there are many various paradoxes. As we know, paradox between geocentrism and heliocentrism. that we see sun running, turning, but it is Earth, planet Earth, which turns around sun. Such also is with Purusha, that we see materia, physical level, growing plants, animals, small children, babies growing. But behind this Purusha, who is energy, active, vital energy, when we identify with Purusha, so we recognize vine point meditation, vine point concentration, meditation. It is not something as usually we described as something which is present moment, be in present moment, mindfulness. Mindfulness is not one point concentration. It is that we identify with soul, not with body, and observe body and be aware of tension in the body as mindfulness help us to do. Maybe now is time, I don't know, but if we can visualize our future, next 10 years, I wish very much that especially during 5 years, I wish that Modi ji, who is now again Prime Minister, will, with our friends, United Consciousness, with our yoga in daily life, with our European Yoga Federation and other yoga basic schools, and with our Guruji in New York, that all these great masters, and we help them, will succeed in 5 years during also a blessing of Prime Minister Modi, and Indian country realize more and more deeper, not only democracy, political, but also, and liberal, but also spiritual democracy and spiritual freedom, moksha. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much for your presence. We agree. E ora andiamo in un paese che ha una storia fantastica, molto profonda nella filosofia.
And now we are going to a country that has a very deep history in philosophy.
E la nostra rappresentante, Aishwarya Devi, rappresenta questo paese che è la Grecia.
And our representative is Slavia Devi, who represents Greece.
Ok, Aishwarya, prego, fai il tuo intervento.
Namaste, Hari Om. And to all my friends from the European and to the Guru of Dilipi Ji, that we have this pleasure and for this union, this yogic union. And please accept my few words for our journey in yogic life. And I can say that you and I traveled a long way. We are meeting for our meeting today, of course, and we are exchanging our sincere wishes for a better yoga world in different ways. Surely some dark corners of our yogic path have been illuminated, some doubts removed, and we all have already attained some measure of peace and happiness in coincidence. So, having come so far, we can really understand that the midst of doubt and uncertainty will slowly from the world by contributing in yoga classes and yoga knowledge can surely disperse, and will see the path of yoga, of course, open out clearly before us, I think.
Aishwarya Devi, sorry, can you put down the paper? We cannot see your face or not. Okay.
Oh,
Proceed now, please.
it's okay now?
Problem? Yes, don't worry.
So, a serious study of yoga can be richly rewarding, for its teachings are so comprehensive that is embracing all forms of life and every phase of living, from monera to man, from the microcosm to the microcosm, to the macrocosm. So from the lowest forms of physical matters, we are going to the highest pinnacle of spiritual union, and encompasses every aspect of the whole. There is a man, a basic in every day's man, a basic urge which makes him wish to be accepted by his fellow men and to do the right thing under all circumstances. So he lives under the ordinances of civil laws which control his behavior as a citizen. In order to be at harmony with himself, man must satisfy his urges in both the social, or the material, and the spiritual phases of activity. So we have seen that a man's mental faculties improve and his intellect develops, so that his social custom change. He will consider as normal what his grandparents would have considered to be heresy, and which would have been completely unacceptable a century earlier. So I think that, like Buddha said, that all is suffering, and that all man's sorrows and troubles are due to his own actions, being based on craving, hatred, and delusion. So he then taught in his noble eightfold path the means by which to attain nirvana, or perfect freedom from suffering. So it consists in right belief, right aspiration, right speech, right action, right mode of livelihood, right faith, right concentration, right meditation. All religions teach the subjection of man's physical forces to his spiritual and mental self-control. So the same what Buddha says. So the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali explain for the yoga classes the 8 limbs of yoga, which we know all and we all practices. And the yamas, as before has been said, the yamas and niyamas, the asanas, the pranayama, pratyahara, the dharana, dhyana, and samadhi that we don't know yet, and we don't know if we can understand the end of this path, is for all of us well known as not only as a teaching process, but also as a way of life for all the masters and yogis and the sadhakas that we are following this beautiful yogic path to find out who we are and why we are here in this life and what we can promote from ourselves, is that peace, is that the self-knowledge, is the heart and love, is the understanding in so many questions of this path. And we need this world to be changed by our heartful and from our Chittakash wishes that this world that doesn't seem now to be the best one, to give as many benefits and as many shining and flourishing characters so they can teach and they can speak. And I think most of all of that, to show with their characters that yoga exists on the being forever and before and now and for the future. So let's be optimistic that we can just put a small and tiny thing upon this beautiful and enormous path, divine path. So thank you very much. And I'm very glad to hear all of you for this beautiful session that we have today. And I want to close with the Gayatri mantra. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahe Dhiyo Yona Prachodayate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Hari Om.
Thank you so much, Acharya Devi. And now we have the last one that is from Croatia. Is Marco Bianco. I invite to him to speak. And before, Gabriella, if you have some news about Marco Bianco, can read for us, please.
Yes. Marco G is the advisor of Croatia at the European Yoga Council, member of European Yoga Federation, and international advisor of the World Yoga Council. Marco G, traveling all around the world, he came across with a variety of styles and traditions such as Iyengar Yoga, Shivananda Yoga, and his favorite Ashtanga Vinyasa Yoga. In early 2012, he opened the Pink Elephant Yoga House with his wife Petra, and with her created a new program for yoga teachers called Pink Elephant Yoga Institute.
Please, Marco.
Thank you very much to the board and especially to my spiritual father and mentor, Amadio Bianchi, to invite me to share my thoughts about this beautiful topic of this conference. And the topic is the role of yoga today in the world. And what I would like to share with you today in very short time are my simple personal thoughts about yoga, coming out from my personal experience and practicing and applying it in life. Oh, this wonderful yogic master that has preceded me in this conference already has spoken about that. So this is my humble way to present them to you on my experience. And first of all, I was thinking about the term today, the present time. So the present time for us is different, of course, but if we think about in the past, the present time was also the present time for people who lived 100 years ago and 1,000 years ago and then thousands of years ago. And yoga appeared very likely at the dawn of humanity because of them, was there to in service to help people to face challenges and difficulties in life. And so the principles were applicable then as well as now. And what does this mean? Does this mean that humanity hasn't changed? No, of course. Our society and behavior, our approach to the world surely changes with time. Then how is it possible that the philosophy of yoga is still applicable today as it was thousands of years ago? I think because human mind hasn't changed. And if you look at the definition of yoga of the great sage Patanjali, it is exactly speaking about the mind. He says, yogas chitta vritti nirodha, means that yoga is the quietening of the fluctuation of the mind complex, because chitta is not only part of the mind, it's the entire mind, not only the rational part. And this is very important because during the ages, some parts of our mind have surely changed, but the whole of the mind didn't. And our mind in the wholeness binds us to a quite narrow way of perceiving the world and limits humans' possibility and ability that are much wider than what we think. And if you have experienced a deep state of meditation, when the mind slows down almost completely in its functions, you know how much your perception can be expanded and which personal qualities can be discovered. And for Patanjali, meditation is not only sitting and closing our eyes. Meditation is actually a process. Meditation is a path. In this philosophy, the path is eightfold, and it embraces all the aspects of life. To apply all the principles is not easy, but it's a certain way to make major changes in ourselves and in our life. Starting with yama and niyama, where we constantly have to question our behavior and make a constant effort to be balanced within us and outside us. To accept the principle is not enough. The practice of them is what makes the change. Everyone can agree that non-violence and truthfulness, non-stealing, consciousness of life, force, and non-greed are necessary. But to embody these principles is something not always easy to do. And the same for cleanliness and contentment, acceptance of difficulties, study of the self, and abandon to our spiritual source. Easy is to read them and to say, yes, I agree with them. But then to put them in your life is a major effort. Same for asana, is not only body performance. For Patanjali, is the state where the natural tendency of the mind to be restless is lessened, and we can experience the expansion of our consciousness. And the expansion of our consciousness is strictly connected with the expansion of perception. And expanding our perception means to understand that what we call the world is only a very, very limited and quite pretentious way of describing the mystery of life. And then pranayama is not only breathing exercises, but a deep awareness of prana, the universal life force. Something that may come after years and years of practice. And finally, meditation in Patanjali is composed by 3 not separable stages: concentration, reflection, and absorption. This is something that in my experience, must be learned and given by a teacher or a guru, and it's not always easy to find them. I love classical yoga philosophy because it's a very pragmatic approach to a new way of conducting life in accordance with the law of nature. I always remember that recent scientific studies of Maharishi meditation say that if only 1% of a community meditates, significant collective changes appear, like more peaceful behavior, better relationships, creativity, intuition. Humanity is not globally yet there with this 1%, but I want to believe that the effort that we constantly produce by spreading and sharing yoga is a good step in this way. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marco Bianco from Croatia. Now I saw the representative from Portugal that is present, Amandio Figueiredo. Please enter and open your audio only for a greeting. If you want to tell words, please.
Thank you very much, Amadio. Thank you all. It's an honor to be with you from Lisbon, Portugal. My heart is always bigger and bigger when I can hear persons like you. And I hope that we can go ahead with this work that with the European Yoga Federation and all friends that we have with love, peace, and thank you for this moment. Namaste.
Thank you so much. Ora, Gabriella, comunichiamo che abbiamo preso l'iniziativa anche di dar vita a degli ambasciatori della nostra famiglia.
Now, please, Gabriella, can you communicate that we have taken the initiative to give us some ambassador of our initiative?
Elisabetta, volevo anche dire appunto che il primo ambasciatore che è proprio indiano ma vive in Europa è Swati Chowdhury, che è
To say that the first ambassador that is an Indian man, but he lives in Europe, the name is, puoi ripetere il nome?
But he's a girl, he's not a man, eh?
Ah, he's una donna.
European Yoga Federation, we have many, come si dice, molte donne anche.
Many women.
Yes. So, così io credo che abbiamo finito e posso solo io magari dare un messaggio. Apri un po', Elisabetta, apri il microfono.
So I think we have finished now, and I think I can give a message now to everybody.
Proprio questa.
Amadio, there's a video from Swati Chowdhury.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. So, il video, finora passiamo il video di Swati Chowdhury perché non riusciva a connettersi e quindi ci ha mandato un video ed è il primo ambasciatore della nostra famiglia ed è ambasciatore verso l'India soprattutto.
So now we are giving the video because she could not connect with us and you know she is the first ambassador from India.
Okay, thank you, Guru Dilip Ji. We can.
Adil, please play the video.
Namaskar, everybody. I am very sorry I lost connection on Zoom. We have a power failure right in the middle of Milan, where I am. There has been a power failure, so I'm quickly recording this video. I hope to be back online with you, but I'm recording this video so that I'm able to send it in. And if I cannot join you, at least the video can be played. I'm recording it on my cell phone, so I will be able to send it quite quickly. I am Shati Chowdhury, the Sanskrit name being Swati, and I am originally from Calcutta, from India. I left my city, I left my country 30 years ago, and I have been very much a part of other cultures, other countries, 3 or 4 other countries now, and have been able to imbibe a lot of very precious experiences from all these various cultures. what I have seen in the diversity of these different places that I have had the absolute good luck of being in is tolerance. So my journey, I think, is about tolerance. Through the role of yoga today in the world, I would say what we need is a lot more tolerance. Tolerance between each other, those we love, those we don't know, hence do not love. And but that should be probably the theme of yoga, and the theme that we all need to work on in the world. The world that needs more peace, more tolerance. I do not mean to be creating fear, but it is said that we are in the Kali Yuga right now. And if we are in the Kali Yuga, it means that we are in the moment, in the ages, in the dark ages, you know, where we are plagued by the dark ages. Thankfully, the Kali Yuga is the shortest of all the 4 ages, because we human beings are extremely resilient. We are the ones who believe in love, in poetry, in romance, in colors, spectrums of colors, we believe in music. We believe in joy, and what we look for in our entire lives is joy and happiness. Through all our very difficult moments, we still look for happiness. What yoga, I totally believe in this, gives us is a very wholesome and holistic experience in something that is very, very sustainable to our health, our health physically, vitally, mentally, through our situation socially, emotionally, let's not forget also psychically and spiritually. That is in its entirety what yoga is. And that I do truly believe is the role of yoga in this world of ours. The world will change, life and the world moves on ahead, and it will change. Hopefully with yoga playing a very, very important constructive, positive role, so that most of us are able to see the entire spectrum of what yoga does for us. As Swami Sukhdev Ji was saying, he talked a lot about Swasti. Swasti was my mother's name. And in so many of our prayers, we finish with Om Swasti, Swasti, Swasti. Swasti, of course, meaning well-being and prosperity. And along with that comes the word swast, which is health. Whether it be mental health, whether it be physical health, we are all aware of the maladies, disorders, diseases that have spread around the world. It would be yoga that makes us resilient enough to recognize these disorders and maladies in us and have the courage to do something about that, about becoming a human being that is very, very all-rounded and maybe in himself or herself a pillar of hope to everybody around, or in a community, or in a family. So these are my thoughts on what yoga in today's world should mean. I have seen very good examples of that in those who do believe in yoga and do yoga in all its senses not just asanas, but who are into, you know, all different types of yogic breathing, of meditation, and the experiences they have had just by moving into something that is really, really wholesome, holistic, and extremely sustainable. I would say that we all need to remain really positive, and I know that we all need to define what today's world is, meaning what we have, what we are living through, but we should also know that we have yoga, we have each other, and we have yoga to play a very, very important role in today's world. I wish all of you all the best. I hope I will be able to join in another few minutes. We are checking what is happening around us and hope the electricity will be back. I will send this now. I will send the video, and I thank everybody, Swamiji, of course, Guru Dilip Ji. We have Gabriela Ji, everybody who's been helping out. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Abbiamo ascoltato la voce e abbiamo visto il nostro primo ambasciatore che abbiamo eletto.
We have listened to the voice and we have seen the first ambassador we have elected.
E abbiamo l'intenzione di creare altri ambasciatori perché portino la conoscenza dello yoga nel mondo.
And we have intention to create some more ambassadors that could give and take the knowledge of yoga all around the world.
Siamo in chiusura e io volevo solo dire 2 parole.
We are closing now, and I want to say just 2 words.
Prima di tutto voglio ringraziare tutti voi, tutta la mia famiglia.
First of all, I want to say thank you for everybody, to all my family.
Sono veramente orgoglioso di far parte di questa famiglia.
I'm really proud to be a part of his family.
Stiamo facendo cose molto belle e se procediamo così aiuteremo molto la diffusione di questa cultura che amo così tanto.
We are doing a really beautiful thing, and I think we are going on this way will help a lot the development of this culture that I love so deeply.
Un grandissimo ringraziamento a Guru Dilip Ji per averci dato questa possibilità di portare la nostra voce negli Stati Uniti.
Really a great thank you to Guru Dilip Ji, because he gave us the opportunity to take our voice to United States.
Il giorno dell'inaugurazione di questa manifestazione ho lanciato un messaggio.
The day of inauguration of his manifestations, I sent a message.
Ho detto, lo yoga è un ritorno a casa.
I said, yoga is a coming back home.
L'uomo ha perso per la strada la sua identità spirituale.
Man has lost during the way his spiritual identity.
Per questo dico, lo yoga può essere la via del ritorno per il recupero di questa realtà.
And so this is because I say yoga may be the way to recuperate the coming back to this reality.
Ritornare a quella goccia del divino che sta dentro di noi.
To come back to that drop of divinity that stays inside of us.
E noi chiamiamo tutti il nostro sé.
We call everybody ourself.
In un mondo così materialista, identificato nell'aspetto materiale,
In a so materialistic world, identified in a materialistic way.
questa può essere appunto la via che può riportarci alla nostra essenza, alla nostra realtà con la R maiuscola, che è la nostra natura spirituale.
This is the essence, the reality with the capital R, that is our spiritual identity.
Grazie davvero ancora molto a tutti. Abbiamo accumulato un po' di ritardo che non è nostra abitudine.
Thank you very much to everybody. We are taking some, we are a little delayed. It's not, we're not used to do so much delayed.
E chiedo scusa a Guru Dilip Ji se abbiamo approfittato un po' troppo, cioè allargandoci di una ventina di minuti.
I say sorry to Guru Dilip Ji. We profit so much. We spend maybe 20 minutes more.
Mi dispiace di non averlo qui in presenza per poterlo abbracciare forte forte come ci siamo abbracciati quella volta in Romania.
I'm sorry I don't have him now next to me because we had this hug him in the same way we hugged in Romani that way the time we saw.
Quando con una delegazione di 14 nazioni e persone rappresentanti
When with a delegation of 14 representatives
siamo andati a ricevere le persone che uscivano dal carcere perché Ceausescu aveva messo in carcere chi praticava lo yoga.
we went to take people that were in the jail because Ceausescu sent them to jail in prison because they practice yoga.
E in quel momento anche io e Guru Dilip Ji ci siamo abbracciati e da quel momento siamo rimasti abbracciati con un'unica intenzione.
And from that moment, me and Guru Dilip Ji hugged together, and we stayed together and hugged in all this time because we had the same intention.
Portare avanti l'amore profondo verso questa disciplina che io ritengo possa portare la pace nel mondo.
Spread the deep love of this discipline that I think you can take love all around the world.
Grazie Guru Dilip Ji, ti aspettiamo come presenza straordinaria, come ospite nelle nostre trasmissioni e nell'opera che stiamo compiendo.
So thank you, Guru Dilip Ji. We are waiting for you for our transmissions and to be the ambassador in all the operas the acts we are doing in our associations.
Thank you so much. Namaste to all.
Thank you, Amadio. This is like a 20 years we are friends.
Yes.
In 2005 we met first time.
I desire 20 years more. Work together for 20 years more.
I remember when we had the conference in Argentina in 2006. Yoga teachers came from Romania. They are crying because police were torturing them. Then we made the decision to have the yoga festival conference in Romania. Then I came. Now, some people don't want to go there, but we made it. It was a successful event. So many things we did it for the world. We had to record all the work we did as a video or photos. It should be documented. A lot of time people forget who did what, so they ignore or neglect those who did the good work. So anyway, I'm glad we made our annual events very successful. I had to thank Amadio making the leadership and all the board members and the advisors and speakers from European Yoga Federation. And I want to mention Gayatri Devi. She was in Argentina, Europe. Even she came to my house in 2008 when Swami Bua was staying there. She was there with a group of people. And then I had to thank the translator, Elizabeth. That's wonderful work we did. Otherwise, a lot of people won't understand the language. And Gabriela spoke about each person. Good to have different people doing the work. Otherwise, it will became like a one-man show. And I had to acknowledge few people. One is Morgana from Netherlands and Yogi Ashutoshi from Himalayas. They all are going to speak in coming days. And Raphael from our group and Kiran, Azul and Gabriel are behind the scene controlling the system. Kiran is a staff from the United Nations. Azul is our volunteer and representative for NGO at the UN. Gabriel is a board member and representative to the UN. So we are a little late, so I had to wind up. I have another meeting. So see you all very soon. We have different events, online and offline events. And June 21st, the real yoga day is happening at the United Nations. We are working on that one. In between different cities, we are moving and putting programs. So see you all very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Hari Om.
Hari Om ji. We'll connect, okay?
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasisyati. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Hari Om Tassat. So Ashutoshi will have a Asian Yoga Festival, okay, online. We have to work on it.